This story is called Room for Ripley by Stuart Murphy, illustrated by Sylvia Wickstrom. Carlos visited the fish at Mr. Peterson's pet store every day. The quick little guppy was his favorite. He made so many ripples when he flashed through the water that Carlos called him Ripley. He would watch Ripley until Anna, his sister, said they had to leave. Carlos wanted to buy Ripley with his allowance. "First, you'll need to make a good home for your fish," said Anna. She found her old fish bowl in the attic. "I used to have fish myself. I can teach you all about them," she said. "Put some water in the bowl and let it sit for a while. The water needs to be room temperature." Carlos ran to the kitchen, got a measuring cup, and filled it with water. Then he poured it into the bowl. He knew he would need lots more. Carlos emptied another cup of water into the bowl. Now it held a pint of water. He tried to picture Ripley swimming around. A pint didn't look like nearly enough. 2 cups equal 1 pint. Anna found a bag of gravel, some seashells, and a little blue castle. Carlos dumped some gravel into the bowl. Then he carefully placed the castle in the gravel. "The water doesn't even reach the top of the castle," said Anna. "Don't worry, I'm going to add some more," said Carlos. Carlos added 2 more cups, another pint. Now there was a quart of water in the bowl. "That's double the water we had before now. Now the whole castle is underwater," said Carlos. 4 cups equals 2 pints, equal 1 quart. The next day, Carlos and Anna stopped at the pet store and watched Ripley play tag with another fish. "Let's call the other one Wiggle," said Anna as the 2 fish darted around the tank. "I need some plants for my fish bowl," Mr. Peterson said. "Carlos, tomorrow I'm coming back to buy Ripley." When the plants were in place, Carlos stepped back to look at Ripley's new home. It still doesn't look like there's enough water, especially compared to the tank at the store, he thought. Carlos added 4 more cups. That made another quart of water. Now there was a half gallon of water in the bowl. Let's see, 8 cups equal 4 pints equal 2 quarts equal 1/2 gallon. Carlos wondered what it would feel like to swim through the castle. "I hope Ripley won't miss Wiggles when he comes home," said Carlos. "I think he'll be happy as long as he has plenty of water and you take good care of him," said Anna. Just to be sure, Carlos put 8 cups of water into a pail. Then he emptied the pail into the bowl. Now the bowl had a full gallon of water. 16 cups equal 8 pints equal 4 quarts equal 2 half gallons equal 1 gallon. I think there's room for Ripley now, said Anna as she attached her old filter. And by tomorrow, the water will be just right. It will be just right temperature for him. That night, Carlos could hardly sleep. After school, he and Anna ran all the way to the pet store. Carlos gave his money to Mr. Peterson, who put Ripley into a little plastic bag filled with water. So long, Ripley, said Mr. Peterson. Wiggles looked a little lonely swimming around the tank without Ripley. At home, Anna told Carlos, "We'll need to let Ripley get used to his new home." First, they floated the bag in the fishbowl. Then they emptied the bag water, Ripley and all, into the bowl. Ripley moved around slowly. He swam around his castle. He glided through his plants. He hardly made any ripples at all. "He looks kind of sad," said Carlos. "I bet he misses his friend Wiggles." "Surprise!" Anna shouted as she took a small plastic bag from behind her back. "You added so much water that there's not only room for Ripley, there's room for Wiggles, too." Soon, Ripley and Wiggles were swimming around and playing tag again, just as happy as could be. I hope you enjoyed the book, boys and girls.